I know what you're thinking. Where did you get that fucking Harry Potter dressing gown? It's bomb. I can't tell you. I got it as a gift. Sorry. I just got off one sales call. I've been up like 30 hours now. Absolutely exhausted. I had two booked for today. One didn't show up, unfortunately. She rescheduled and then she just didn't show up to the second one. So that was disappointing. But the sales call that I did have was way, way better than the last one I uploaded. So I want to, make this a big video because it's much longer. I tackle more objections. I kind of fucked up a little bit at the end, but I got that contract signed. The deal is closed. It was worth 2.1K. I think I talk about it a little bit more in the other videos. So yeah, stay tuned.
I hear you now, perfect.
Sorry, a sec, 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, no, that's great because I normally use Google Meets, but it's just Zoom has been working for me lately, so I paid for the. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Is it? I'm assuming it's pretty busy at this time of the year, or would you say?
Normally after Christmas things calm down, but in Ireland it became a fashion for the past couple of years. There are a lot of weddings between Christmas and New Year, or even in New Year's Eve. So that's why actually this big week has been busy because of lots of weddings, in the area. So everyone wanted to get something done: nails, hair, makeup.
Of course, of course, of course, of course. Tell me this: what would you say in terms of like this time of the year would be your most like popular appointment? What do you see people asking for the most?
Um, Nails, they would be regulars. Doesn't matter which time of the year it is. If they're regular with nails and lash extensions, for example, they're like a maintenance kind of type of appointment. They need to get them done every month. If we are talking in terms of maybe hair or something like that, wouldn't be that busy because everyone is in a rush to get it right before Christmas.
Of course, of course.
So it would be quiet. But in general, the beauty business, it is quiet in January and February.
Great. So, I mean, that's when you probably want to like do as much advertising as possible because you don't really get. How would you say
Yeah.
like you get most of your clients in? Is it word of mouth? Like, do you run ads
It
or?
is it is word of mouth as well because it is a small town.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is advertising as well because we are not in a location at the moment. Now we are talking moving as well the location. But anyway, that wouldn't be happening in the next. It would be only taking anyway like 3-4 months for that to happen.
Okay. And
But, it will be more say footfall on in the new location.
okay.
But in terms of, let's say we are not moving and let's say we need to continue things as they are, now we need a lot of advertisement now in order to see people through the door, say next month.
Definitely. And what like have you tried in terms of advertising? What has worked or what have you seen?
I'm doing like ads on Facebook and Instagram,
Okay. Of
and the usual things
course,
that
of
every
course.
business does, but yeah.
Would you say it's consistent with the Facebook ads or it's kind of like here and there, or would you say
No, we are on and off, and my main focus has to be the laser hair removal and body sculpting and face sculpting
okay.
treatments.
Okay, because they would be the most premium, wouldn't they? Like if you
Yes,
yeah, okay.
exactly.
And
Exactly. So
obviously
I will
face
be
sculpting.
we have customers coming through the door anyway for the other treatments. It's just that these type of treatments there because for example, like if one person, okay, like we sell a package for laser, we cannot sell it the second time to the same person because she's done. She has no hair to be lasered anymore. You know what I mean?
Of course, of
Sorry
course.
about that.
No
Forgot to
problem.
put it
Take
on
your time.
silent.
Take your time.
I'll just text the lady. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. And what have you seen much success with the ads that you've run? Or would you say it's kind
Yeah,
of like
it's the only way that we are actually getting anything through the door.
okay, so oh wow, okay, that's is
Mm.
that a good or a bad thing at the moment?
I don't know because like the way like these machines are not a cheap thing.
Yeah, of
And
course, of
kind
course.
of invested all the money in these machines thinking that, oh my God, I'm going to become rich. Like everyone does. Everyone does, you know
It
what I
really,
mean? You're buying
yeah, of
high
course.
class, high class machines, you're expecting straight away you're going to have through the door like a high class customer paying high class money.
Definitely.
But it doesn't happen then. The first part is done, high class machine, but then the second part is kind of slow to come.
Look, as long as you got like a good foundation, then it's if it's the ads that you have to worry about and not the machinery, then that's better.
Yeah, I think we are not doing enough high quality
Okay. Do you
ads.
think do you think
Um,
uh so when you have your ads, are you handling all the, nurturing, appointment setting when they type the ads in, are you just like straight up calling them, or how would you like approach a
no,
contact?
normally it's like a call now button and they ring, and then we talk to them
Okay.
through the reception.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go out of your way to reaching out to them, would you?
No, because it's not like I'm not setting up something as of them calling us or them requesting a call or something like that. It's not something that we do set up. Now, the company from who I purchased the machines, okay, last February, they started a campaign for us and it didn't go well actually. Now say they are specialized, is their marketing department is like a 35 million euro company,
Yeah.
in Italy. So I suppose they know what they're doing. So when they set up the campaign and everything, they were using their own video promo videos and all of those stuff, the professional ones that they have made already. They have it for their machines and all that. And they didn't even manage to give me the 20 leads that they promised. There were only 12 people that actually clicked on to be called.
Let me
And
ask
when
you this as well.
yeah.
When you say the leads, were they sending you over just leads, or were they sending you over
Yes,
people
just
that
the
were already
leads.
like
Yes,
buy?
and there people say that it wasn't like the way we spoke with you, that they would be talking to them and they would be setting already the appointment or something like that. It wasn't that. It was the likes of lead. Like I was ringing back and the person saying, "I never clicked on anything. I don't know what you're on about. I was just watching that, but I never clicked to be contacted."
Yeah.
Or
See,
another lady saying,
the thing
"Oh, I'm
is,
in holiday now. I have no time for that. I'll ring you back when I'm back from my holidays." And then I would ring back that woman after 2 weeks and she'll say she's not interested. So nothing happened. I sold nothing out of their 12 leads.
yeah. So I mean, we get that all the time, and we wouldn't even
Mm.
let you know that that's happening. You're only going to hear from us if we actually get your leads, which it does. I mean, let me ask you this about your previous clients. Do you have a client list of like previous clients that you've worked with, or like a
That they got this type of treatments done with us. Yes, we do.
yeah, that like that specific treatment that you would want to advertise that we can work with. So you would
Hmm.
have a list.
Yes,
Okay,
we
then
do.
then we can, because what I do is we don't just run ads, we also like run a kind of look, let me get the presentation up. I don't really want to use it too much because it's not necessary, but it's just good for you to see as well. But I also
Hmm.
run a revival campaign, as in like you want to, with the leads that you've had before, you kind of generate more revenue with those at the same time, bringing in new leads. So uh,
Okay.
we have campaigns for that as well, and it's not even advertising. And you know what? It actually costs zero. It's
Yeah.
zero cost technically. If I was to work for you for free, you're not actually paying any ad spend. So with this, let me just share my screen if I can. Okay, let me know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, let me start the slideshow. Okay, so we, as you know, we handle all the consulting and marketing. I don't want to really read too much marketing and appointment
Mhm.
setting, so you don't need to worry about any of that. And we guarantee minimum 10 highly committed patients every month. So you're not going to hear from us or the leads that we send you, because they're not going to be leads. They're going to be people already coming in to pay.
Okay.
We're going to take a deposit from them before anything, because that goes to show, that shows how if they're serious or not. So you can really like sift out everybody. I'm talking to clients or leads every day, and I'm getting on a call with them like, hey, I got this link, do you want to pay for the Stripe? And it's immediate or it's no, and you'll find
Okay.
straight away who's serious and not. And a lot of agencies that I know waste their time with leads, uh, trying to get them to pay, or they're just sending you leads that have no idea about like what you're offering or XYZ. So what
Yeah,
we
a
do,
lot of them, they didn't even understand from the ad what we were actually trying to get them to do, or you know what I mean? They were confused kind of. They didn't
of course,
understand exactly
that
what's the story about.
and that comes down all the way to the structure of the ad, all the way down to the communication that agency that you said was talking to them. So, like I said, we're not bringing you leads, we're bringing you prepaid appointments, and how we guarantee that is ultimately we run your ads. So we would have to, access your ad manager. There'd be a lead form on the ad. Then the booking page, they don't see that booking page. We do, we just talk to them.
Okay.
Hey, what time suits you, and you can give me your schedule. This is where we kind of link the calendar. If you were to go ahead with this offer, I can show you the
Yeah.
onboarding call and show you exactly how that
Mm-hmm.
calendar works off. And then we do a kickoff call where we take that deposit from them. It will go
Okay.
straight to a Stripe account. And we take that deposit, but at least they're coming to you and they're paying for your service. So
Okay.
the only thing you really have to take care of is the in-clinic appointment. You just guys do what you normally do. You don't even have
Okay.
to do,
Okay.
you don't have to do anything. You're not talking. Of course, I'm probably going to be back and forth with you.
Yeah,
Hey,
of
look,
course.
I
Yeah.
put Sandra for a body sculpting appointment for 8 weeks. Here we go. And are you free for this? So maybe some kind of personalization could be there. So we on average, I mean, today we on average get €5 per lead, but today and like maybe the past week, it's been less than that. It's been like €3 per lead because people
Mm-hmm.
are just on Facebook every single day, like the past week. So this is why I wanted to I called a bunch of people like the past week because this is when people are on Facebook the most, looking at their family on like their presents, family pictures and all that. So they're scrolling through Facebook and Instagram much more than they normally would. So I'm getting a lot of lead generation just from the Facebook ads. It's insane. And this would be an example of like an ad that I've already put up. Now, I don't really like the price, showing the price. I prefer to show like a percentage off. So I would say 33% off. But this is just, an example of like cavitation ad that we ran for somebody. This is just the writing, the image,
Mm-hmm.
the image. I couldn't fit it into the photo. So, but yeah, we're always optimizing the ads too. So it's not like we run an ad, we leave it, we leave it there, and we don't touch it for the whole month. We're going to see, because we run 3 ads on the campaign, so 3 ad sets on the singular campaign. So we see which photo works best. The photos that work best are the ones where it's just a picture of you and someone else that you're working with,
Yeah.
smiling. It
Okay,
always,
I will need you to guide me. Like if you
of
tell
course,
me,
of
okay,
course, of
Chanel,
course.
by the end of this week, I need a video that's the same like this one. And for example, you send me a video because I've noticed, for example, like the things I would be watching the most if I'm going to one, now say I am searching for one of those pages, not the pages are not landing onto my scroll, option, like, when I'm scrolling through Facebook or Instagram. Sometimes they do, but and they are, say, putting the camera in a corner on a stand and they are just shooting. They don't show the customer's face, okay? But say they are showing how they're working on their belly.
Okay, okay, yeah,
And I've noticed, like, I'm watching those. I'm like, I want to see. And then it shows like the centimeters they
definitely.
lost it, whatever, pictures then at the end of the video, before and after. But at the same time, we can't run that as an ad because it won't be acceptable, the
Yeah, so
before
this
and
is
after
this is
kind
this
of.
is this is the thing. What I found to be the most success and the easiest is the personalization of just having you and like in your uniform with someone else smiling in the camera. They just work the best because there's personalization there, and if you take a stock photo off Google, yeah, you might and edit it around on like a picture software editing app. You will get some return, but not as much as literally the owner or someone who's high up in the company and they're smiling working. It always works best. So let me so we have a CRM software where we get them in from the lead form. We have a phone call booked, we have the appointment book, and then they have the appointment showed. Now the pipeline is a little bit different. The way I run it, we have like a leads, then we have hot leads, then we have deposit paid, appointment booked, and then after that, we don't ever talk to them again because they're in your hands because everything's done.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
we have like an automated SMS system. So once they hit that lead form, they immediately get a text message saying, "Hey, I saw you claimed XYZ voucher. Would you like to get more information on it? I can pass you through to Tariq. He can jump on a call with you and we can get you going right away." And it's a 3 text automation until we call them. So if they don't reply within 3 messages, we actually call them immediately. So
Okay.
one thing I've seen, I want to give you like an example. One thing I've seen like really, really, really underperform in most lead agencies or lead generation agency is the response rate. If you don't reply within the first 5 minutes of like them clicking on the ad, you've basically lost them. So a lot of companies that I see, and I'm not like just dissing other companies because that's not what I do, but most agencies don't have an automated response system. And not only that, once they respond, they don't respond within 5 minutes, you know? So this is just an example of a photo that I took off of, you know, this guy, he's texting and then within the minute he's replying, you know, and he's saying mornings or afternoons, giving that like bless you.
Replying straight away. Yeah. Thank you.
And you know, they're giving them a chance to reply like mornings or afternoons. That's what I want you to say. So mornings, great. I'm going to call you tomorrow morning and we can get you booked in. Simple. And we also have follow-ups if they don't respond. We have automated. See, I have people that take care of this. So it's always there's 3 people that has access to text and clients. So no one there's not going to be a problem with replying quickly. So
Okay.
this is like the follow-up structure. I mean, you don't really need to watch this or anything, but this we have a full, very in-depth follow-up structure, and we never miss leads. You know, like it's either yes or no, and we make sure we get that out of that lead. You know, it's that easy. And sometimes it's no. You know, some people just click on a voucher just to click on a voucher. You know, you're never going to get like everybody successfully paying for something, but you know, we have those appointment setters, like I said. With speed, getting them on, you know, like they're well trained in sales, so they're not. What they would need to do is kind of like educate themselves on like what the offer is, you know, body sculpting. Because I know with body sculpting they ask like, you know, you'd have to ask them where they want it done, like their legs, their stomach, their
Yeah.
neck, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
you.
have to explain to you exactly what machines we have and everything. You know what I mean?
Of course,
Um, yeah, just so you know, like if someone is asking something, then at the same time, say we have different strategies of working, say if they have loose skin or they have more fat that they want to get rid of, so then we have different machines because, for example, we have the fat freezing and then we have the cavitation radio frequency that we would make them work together if they have more fat. But then if they have loose skin, say after losing the weight, the skin is very saggy, then that will be the HIFU machine and then the radio frequency and microneedling as well.
of course,
So there will be different protocol to follow depending on the necessity of the customer.
definitely. And see, you would have to definitely send over everything because some clients I've worked at, I was like, I need a full breakdown because some people have like conditions that they can't actually, you know, use a specific thing. And, you know, we had that happen before where someone had, I think it was, you know, something wrong with like the chest and they couldn't do the procedure because I or someone in my team, I'm not sure if it was me, some of my team didn't actually take account of it, that they have a condition that they can't actually do this body sculpting, so we had to refund them. And it's important
Yeah,
for us to make sure we're educated on, you know, everything on
yeah.
the aspect. So we send them over a link, as I said, with the prepaid appointments. So we get I mean, this is $50, but we get
Mhm.
like a £50, €50. We work with American English clients too, so uh, they'd be sending 50 euro appointments
Okay.
deposit before anything happens. You know, nothing's like, and it's integrated with your calendar. As I said, it's not actually as difficult as I made it sound, but you can just connect it immediately. As long as it's a Google account, I can connect it to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to our CRM software. So we, as I said before, the patient revival system, I think I touched on it a little bit, is, you know, you get these people that you've worked with maybe in the past 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and you kind of give them like a voucher or a 33% discount or something big in return for something from them. So what I would always say is like offer the revival campaign, link it with reviews. So say I'll give you 33% discount on our body sculpting. 33%, by the way, anecdotally 33%. So let's just say it's worth 500. You say, oh, I'll do it for you for 450, but it's normally worth 650, you know? So
Yeah.
yes, these are people that have you worked with before, but then you can just say you inflated the prices because you want to remain competitive. And then you get another objection where they say, oh, why are you doing that? And then they'd say, oh, I'd go somewhere cheaper. And then you can kind of be a little bit more blunt and say, that's no problem. But we have to remain competitive with our prices. And we know our like product and services are better than most. So yes, you could find cheaper, but you won't find better. So
Mhm.
those are kind of like things you can say when people ask or objectify about the price. So
Okay.
yeah, you'd offer them like a discounted service in return for a Google review. You know, how like do you have many Google reviews?
No, I only have like say 30 of them. Now we have like 5-star Google review, but there
Nice.
are only like 30 of them. So it would
That's still
be
really good.
great. Yeah, we would would be great to have like few hundreds, you know what I mean? If you're
Yeah,
asking
no,
me,
see,
that's
this
great.
this is what I'm saying about the revival campaign. It's killer. You know, I've seen people go from like 15 to 100 plus reviews, and it works. It works. So let me just kind of give a brief summarization. So we get you 10 prepaid appointments in the first 30 days, or you don't pay us. All we keep is the deposits. So
Okay.
minimum 10. You know, like 10 is bare minimum, and we're not you know, like it's 10 to 30, and it's in around the mid 20s. Like I've never seen a month do less than 15. uh
Okay.
I've been in this business for a while, so it's not, it's 10 is like just the guarantee. You know, like if I could bring you in 10 people that'll pay 500-600 euro, it's a no-brainer, especially if you don't pay us. So if we actually bring you in 9 and we don't succeed, then you just made 4.5 5 grand, and you don't even pay us. We just keep those
Mhm.
deposits. So we only get 10% of what we brought to you. So again, you're not only dealing with the clinic appointments, so you're not gonna, you know, touch any of that. So
Okay.
let me just give you like a numbers, because this is my favorite thing to talk about. So let's just say your average treatment package is 600 euro, and I bring you in minimum 10,
Yeah.
and you were able to upsell them after 3 months into the same package. So let's just say I brought you six. So let's just say your package is 600 euro, 10 people a month for 3 months. That's 18 grand we brought you in 3 months, and
Hmm.
that's assuming that you don't upsell anything. You know, that's assuming that like you guys weren't able to sell them anything new after those 3 months that you've like been in contact with them after we've kind of sent them to you, because once we send you that client,
Would you do the upsell?
we could
Yeah. So for example, like say after 3 months, we could again, or after 2 months of that person got something done, or sometimes, we have packages that are say 11 treatments. So
hmm,
that means they take 11 weeks, you know what I mean, to be in. So yeah, I wouldn't go back on the database that we have after less than 3 months. I would say I would leave
yeah,
it 3 months,
yeah,
just because we want to give time to the customers that say started in January to go till say March, finish their treatments, you know what I mean, and then contact them again in April trying to sell them again something else, like the way you were saying about the messages, like, oh,
yeah.
we have this special offer because you were our customer before, or something like that.
Simple
Yeah,
though.
so
Here's the thing, with the upsell. It would be almost like they finished their 8 week or eight session body sculpting. Then you would say, see, it's much easier if you're right there in front of them, like face to face. And you say, oh look, I know you did the 8 week, but if you do this again, coming time, like this another thing, I don't know what like it can be coupled with body sculpting, but I'm sure there's like cavitation processes or microneedling or whatever, dermaplaning that you think would be work in conjunction with it. So you'd almost say to them, hey look, I know this is your last session, finish it there, but I can give you a discounted price on your next XYZ, because it's
mhm.
what most people do after they follow up on a body sculpting procedure. So what I can do for you like right now is I can get you booked in, or you can at least take this voucher, like the virtual voucher, and it'll discount you for the next 11-week process, so you could sell them right there on the spot, and that always works
Mhm.
best. Yeah, I could handle it, and I will if necessary, um but it always works better if you do it on the spot, like you sell them right there. Hey look, I know you're walking out the door, but here's one more thing for you. It's almost like it's,
Okay.
and I'll send you over like what you should offer, like in terms of like how to make an irresistible offer with these guys, so they can't say no. So when they see
Yeah,
that, of
how to present it to them, yeah.
course, of course, of course,
Um, you have to how to say, educate me into how to sell.
definitely, definitely,
Like that's not my strong point whatsoever, you know.
definitely. And I'm
Um,
sure, because look, you get
yeah.
calls all the time. I know you, like I can't control those phone calls that like me or some random person is gonna be like, hey, what's this? And then they go, oh, I'm not really interested. I'm not sure if that's for me. I'll teach you how to handle those objections. We actually, at the current moment, me and my partners are working on an ebook, like a 10-page ebook, that kind of goes over everything in terms of like structure and how to close clients who aren't even clients, or leads that aren't even leads. So definitely we will show you how to do that too. That's part of the package too. So this is kind of what you get with us, or what you're kind of getting from us. So you're gonna spend, I want to say, what have you spent before on Facebook ads? You know, like 15 a day,
Previously, it
15
was
euro a day.
maybe no, like sometimes I would start as low as 2-3 euro a day,
Okay.
or
We
I
found
would be
5 euro,
going up to 10 maximum, yeah, a day.
5 to 10 euro, the best. It all depends on location and how many people you can reach. You know, in Dublin, you could like €5, like will get you hundreds of leads.
Yeah,
But
in my area, yeah, in my area would be more because the population is not as high, yeah.
of course. And if we were to get you 10 clients minimum every month, that's wrong. That should be six grand. That's how much we can kind of get you on average. And then our software that we use is worth 3 grand, and the automated lead revival, we can bring you in at least 1 to 4K per client. And patients that prepay and show up toolbox. So this is the kind of like what I was talking about in, the sales training. That is also kind of
Okay.
the value. So what you be getting from us every month, if you were to work with us, let's just minus this because this is just like a one-off thing, is
Mhm.
17 grand. So we're really showing you that in the first month, if you work with us, we can show you that we can make you money. And then it's kind of like a no-brainer for you guys to like stay with us, because we're not trying to work with you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. We're trying to work with you for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So this first month is kind of like,
I would be looking for something like that,
of
like a
course,
long-term relationship, you know what I mean?
of
Not
course, when
something
you
like
when you
day.
put aside something so important and so big, and you see that it's working, and you're outsourcing that, then it's a no-brainer to just go, I got a guy, and then you don't need to worry about that anymore. Like you have clients that like, or you have a staff that do a specific thing, and you want them to do that for the next year or two and rely on them. So ad management, and it's something that's kind of, pushed under the rug, that like people don't talk about much, but it's just as important as, having someone educated on, actually carrying out the procedure for you,
Yeah.
for your customers, or
Could
clients.
you could you just excuse me for a second? They're ringing me from the salon. I just
Of
want
course,
to
do you
see if
mind? You can
I
take the
can
call.
call.
I'm gonna make a new link, and I'll join you in, because I think this ends in 4 minutes.
Sorry, Kaden. Yeah. Yeah, no, take it from the vouchers, little purple bag, okay? In the drawer under the till. Under the till, in the drawer, the furniture, not the drawer of the till. Yeah, the purple pouch there, okay? Okay, bye, bye. So sorry about that now.
No problem. So I just sent you a new link. If it ends, that's that one. We can go to that one. But so yeah, let me continue. Okay. So what after this, yeah, like I said, this is kind of like we have offering you. This is what we're gonna do in terms of reviews, that with the revival campaign. So we link the revival campaign with the reviews, and we see reviews go like crazy, because if the thing is, you can really bring the offer down with the revival scheme. Uh, in return for a Google ad, because it really works. Google ads hit, because you want people searching up on Google, body sculpting near me, or number one, or whatever. And that's all, that SEO is all, monitored by how many reviews that person has. So
Yeah, yeah.
50 reviews with an average of like 4.5 to 4.9 rating is exactly what we want to see. So there really isn't much. Let me just stop sharing my screen. There really isn't much else that like you will need. Let me just hold on, so I can do this. Okay. That you need to worry about, because we take care of your revival campaign, we take care of your lead generation, we take care of your ads. So, I don't. If I was to say, uh, what specifically, a question that I was asked to ask you, what would be like stopping you from like working with us? And I know you said you already have like that call with that Netherlands guy, and you already paid a deposit. But other than that, what would you say would be like a major objection? Or if you had another question, what would that question be?
Definitely it's good the fact that like I don't pay you until I see the results, okay?
Yes.
So that's the, you know, and that's fair enough, you know what I mean? Like you do your job good means I'm making money, means I don't mind paying you money as well. You know what I mean? So it works hand in hand, everything. Let me ask you about just checking, okay? So you guarantee 10 people in 30 days, okay?
Yeah.
So say the package is 600 euro, by 100 euro, that's 6 grand, all right? Out of the 600 euro, you would be like, doesn't matter the price of the package, you would be taking anyway 50 euro deposit then,
50-year deposit, yes.
or you would be taking 10% of that.
It would, see, the thing is, it
Sorry,
depends.
it was cutting off.
Yeah, no, I think I cut off there too. So we do like 10% works. So 600, 500, not much of a difference. But if your package is a grand, then yeah, we'd probably take a 10% deposit. We'd take the 10% deposit. So we've worked with like with we're currently working with a client that does like micro needling and offers a 1.2 grand, 1.250 actually. So we take 125 euro deposit and we keep that. So if you did have an offer, it all, see, this is the thing, the offer that we're offering for you guys in terms of how much you pay us is dependent on how much you're making, and then there's a baseline, setup fee for the first month, or for the setup fee, like as in like a standard fee if we supply those leads for you. So if it's 600 euro, 500 euro, 50 euro deposit works fine. It's 10% would be kind of if it goes past 700. So if you had an offer, like 699, then yeah, 7-year deposit would be more suited. So when we get on board, you can kind of show me exactly the offers that you have, and then we can kind of like come up with an offer. But just to make our like minds at ease, let's just say 10% for each client that we bring in. So 10%
Around that, around that.
and
Yeah.
it would be after the first month, you'd have to prepay every month. So we charge, like I said, 1,000 to 2,000. It looks like because we if your offer is less than is more than 500, we charge 1,500 euro a month. I think that's a little bit less than the 10
If
grand.
the offer, so if the offer is more than 500 euro, okay,
Yes.
let's say I have 600 euro packages, okay,
Yes.
and if you sell more than 10,
Correct.
okay, so I make 6,000, but out of that actually you kept 600, so I'm left with 5,400 euro,
Yes.
okay, and you want how much out of that?
It would be 1,500. But keep in mind, this is if I brought you the bare minimum. This is only if I brought you 10 clients. So let's just say I brought you 30 clients. It would still only be 1,500.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that has to be prepaid then. Say we are starting now, say we are starting in January.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So that means
we
1st
make
of February, I have to pay you for the month of February that.
yes. Yes. If
Okay.
you're not happy with that, what we could do for the first 3 months is do an end of month prepay. I can adjust the contract. It isn't actually an issue as long as we know.
That would actually work better. You know what I mean? Because if I see then that say there are more than 10 people, okay?
Yeah.
Like there are 11 people, all right? So automatically, yeah, you keep the 600 euro whatever for those. So I have say 6,000 in the hand, then yeah, 1,500 sounds better. Like I would like to, like, I get the result and I know like I sell those money, you know what I mean? Like I make those money in the salon and then straight away I pay you, you know what I mean, at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Like I would find that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's how we
Yeah.
mainly run it with the bigger clients, like really big, like big shots. They pay prepaid. But of course, if you want to see the money come in, the
But
thing is,
yeah, I would
if we
understand, I would
didn't,
understand paying like prepay if I get like, I know you guys are gonna give me
yeah,
30 people in a month.
this is
You
the
know what
thing.
I mean?
It's
If
just
that
about like
happens,
trust.
and you're able to do that for me for the first say 2 months, then I'm like, yeah, the guys are providing, so no problem prepaying then, of
Definitely,
course.
it's just about trust. And the thing is, we're not shady. So like, if we didn't bring you those same clients, we would refund you. If like we were 2 years down the line, let's just say we didn't hit that quota, which it never does. But let's just say, for example, it did. We'd refund you. We have that in the in the contract. So even if you do pay us and we don't provide, you get that money back. So there's a huge safety net. You know, you're not actually spending any money that you're not earning.
Okay, so let's say for the first 3 months, I pay you after I make the money. I don't prepay. Is that okay then?
That works. That works.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. But you said anyway, the average is around 20, isn't it, a month?
It'll be around 20. You know, I've seen some crazy months. Look,
No, I know it depends on the time of the
it
year
really
and
does
everything.
depend on the time of the year.
January, if we'll get 10, I'll be more than happy. You know what I mean?
I honestly think January is the best month. You know, I
Do you
think,
think so?
oh yeah, definitely. Like I'm working with clients right now, and it's like I got somebody 5 leads today, just today. You
Oh
know,
my God.
start for next week, and I couldn't believe it. And 2 of them were revival, 3 of them were from the Facebook ads. So it really depends where you are, who you like, what you're offering, and you know it.
Yeah.
Some people could get really unlucky. Some people could get very lucky. And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't actually think there's like a month that says, oh, this month's really good, this month's really bad. I would say the worst month would be December, in terms of getting clients in the door, because basically half that month is Christmas. But
Yeah.
you might get a lot of people paying for stuff for January. But yeah, January I think is always going to be a good month. I don't see it not
Mhm.
being the best month. But
Okay.
that's good. If you were to say like maybe how close you are to getting on board with this, what would you say out of 10 that you like, this is interesting to you, or 10 is like, I want to do this right now, or 1 is like, okay, I'm not gonna go ahead with
No,
it?
I'd say we can go ahead right now with that.
Awesome, that's good to hear.
Question for you.
Of course.
So the money that you're putting into the Facebook ads, they'll be cut straight away from my account that's linked with Facebook, isn't it?
Yes, you will be taking care
Yeah.
of the ad spend, because we don't take care of ad spend, just because there is a lot to mess around with that, because you could spend €100 every week, or you could spend €20 every week on ad spends. It depends on how you like vary it. So we don't
Mhm.
take care of that. So you will be also taking care of the ad spend.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I'd say like what I could go right now would be say €100 a week. That
Oh
would
no
be
no
the
no. That would
maximum
be way
limit.
too much. That would be way too much in my opinion. I think you
Like
can
that
see
would be if we are running, like say that would be to run campaign for laser hair removal for the face and for the body sculpting. You know what I mean? Like the three
definitely
campaign for the three main treatments. Like say max spend, like I'll tell you, okay, Tariq, don't spend more than €100 in a week on all the ads that you're doing for me, whatever you're
definitely.
doing for me. Yeah.
What I would say, okay, because you're talking about the laser and stuff, is I would say let's do one campaign just
Yeah, let's
for the
start
first.
with that.
Let's start with the body sculpting to just kind of like see, let us show you how it works, because you only really need to spend €5, €5 to €10 a day on ads, like
Mm-hmm.
max €10. Like, well, I'm speaking like that because I'm from Dublin, but let's just say it's €10. You would only need to spend €10 a day on ads, which is €300 a month. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I don't think you need to worry about spending €100 a week, but I do think we should just focus on one. What you think, is the most premium offer, because you want most people coming in the door paying for your most expensive, stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah, what I could do right now, if you don't have any more questions, I mean, do you have any more questions?
Um, yeah, the picture that you said, just to kind of, customer with thumbs up or
Yes.
something like that, the picture that we could be using it for the ad.
Yes,
Um, it would be best if we would call a customer that was happy with
definitely,
the results,
definitely,
isn't it?
definitely. If you had your uniform on, like you were like beside
Yeah.
them, smiling with them, it works, especially if it's a back
Yeah,
facing.
pretending we are doing the treatment on them or something like that. Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a pretended treat. Smile in the camera. I promise you, it really. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. It just works the best. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can get an ad campaign that I'm running right now. It's like really really good. It's killing it. I'm getting like 4 point. I think I'm getting £4 leads, because it's in England, and the ad is just it's crazy good. Okay, here we go. See all, go to ad library. I don't know if I can share my screen. Okay, so this is the example. So you kind of have an idea. Let me share my screen.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this ad right here is doing the worst. These
Yeah.
two are the
Okay.
best ones. And
Right.
it's for microneedling and like dermaplaning. You know, if I click on it, it'll just bring me back to Facebook. It's not going to do anything. But
there is only one shopping center mall, you know, in Clonmel.
yeah,
So I actually had a meeting this morning that I was, you know, moving the times of the phone call and everything to see 2 units in the mall, in the shopping center.
well,
So yeah, but the price difference is like a bit more than double, you know, in the rent.
so yeah, no,
And
look,
so I really need to,
this is
yeah,
this.
really need to see which direction will I take the business. Will we just sit put where we are, or will it just? But at the same time, like, will be more footfall in the mall, in the shopping center, and it would be higher class customers, in my opinion. Than
Definitely, if like you think you could scale to that within the next year, then I'd love to be able to say I helped you get to that position. You know, so that's like I always think in a successful business you should always be looking to scale. You know, never try to be happy and content in like where you're at the moment. You know, I'm always thinking, how do I make more money? How do I make this bigger? How do I outsource? How do I scale? You know, so that's great, and I'd love to be part of that. And look, I'll send that onboarding appointment over straight away, and I'll have that contract to you right now. If you could just get it signed within, 6:30, because if the quicker you sign, the quicker I can get everything set up. So like the ads, we could have ads running on January the 1st.
Now I have customer from 4:30 until 6:00, so I won't be online until then. Okay.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
Actually, no, it's actually going to be later. Sorry, 6:30. So I wouldn't. I will only be able to read the contract and send it back to you later on in the evening. Like,
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, say it couldn't be like as if I'm coming home and have the dinner and whatever, and then like it could be even 10 o'clock when I'm getting in front of the laptop,
No
for an
problem.
hour before bed or something, you know.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as it's signed, I can get everything going
So
from
I
my
say
end.
you'll have it signed by tomorrow morning, but I don't promise an hour for tonight. Okay.
Okay, that's no problem.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm glad we jumped on a call, and I'm glad you're able to set a time aside, time for this. And I'm very, very excited to get on board with you. So, I do have another call in like 5 minutes, so I would love to keep talking. But thank you for jumping on this call with me. I appreciate you taking your time.
Thanks for everything, and send me the contract, and I'll talk to you then on Friday at 12:00. Okay.
Awesome, Katrina. I'll see you then.
Lovely. Thanks a million. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
All right, so YouTube quit out. What the fuck? Zoom quit out because I can't afford the premium Zoom because of my brokey. Because my fucking Google Meets wasn't working. As I was closing her. So I closed her, as you can see. I didn't want to just like say I closed her in a video. And yeah, so I got her for minimum $2,100. So monthly, which is really good. And I don't have to do much work at all. Pretty excited. Now I know I'm not normally like hyped the way I normally am because I've been up 30 plus hours. My eyes are like on fire. But I think that was a fucking solid sales call compared to my previous one. I now have another sales call. It was meant to be on before this one at 6:00, 6:30. So I want to put both videos together. So the next clip you're going to see is the next sales call.